Hi guys, it's Targan coming at you with another game of Stardew Valley. And well, it's the middle of fall. It's the middle of the end of fall. It is fall. And we're gonna figure out what's going on. It's Robin's birthday today, so we'll try to get her something nice. Alright, she loves peaches, so we'll bring her a peach. We should almost certainly have one somewhere. Yeah. And we need to go and see her anyway. She is at her house now because she finished up the latest expansion, but before long we'll want her to do something else. Do I want her to do it immediately? Probably. I don't know where the cat is. Where are you, Bella? There you are. Looks like it's another eggplant day. Should probably get a few more of those harvest cycles before the end of the spring, or at the end of the fall. The end of the season. All sorts of stuff is coming up today. Grapes seem like really annoying for the benefit, right? Because anything that you have to have trellised, like, yeah, it's fine that it's perpetual, but is it that much better than stuff that isn't? That, like, having to worry about the sticks in the ground is worth it? I don't know. Alright, so we need to, we need to rebuild that, but until... There's no point in just letting it decay. So we'll figure out what we want to do there. The iron fence is still fine for a little bit, but yeah, we'll just let them walk around, you know, whatever. They'll be fine. I don't think they need a fence. I think that was just a me thing for, you know, like semi-organization. But we'll just let them run around, just total bedlam. No, maybe I'll build the fence tonight if I think about it. So maybe I won't build the fence tonight. There we go. We must have skipped yesterday there. And that means we should grab more mushrooms. Do we have quite enough space? Looks like we will, maybe. Yeah, probably. Probably not. The important thing is that we're going to be fabulously wealthy. We're going to be able to make an average amount of our dreams come true. And in Stardew Valley, you need money for that. I mean, not really. You could sort of get by with literally nothing. But then you have to go to bed early. Oh, and I look back at all the early game days that I wasted going to bed early. We're just gonna sell some stuff and then go get right to talking to Robin. Hey Liam, how's it going? And of course, importantly, we can continue the goal of brewing an above average amount of coffee. Eventually we'll have enough. I mean, it's not true. Oh, it's going great. I didn't have to work this morning. I got rid of the shift. I've just been playing video games all day. It's just like I dreamed it would be. It's every bit as good as I anticipated it was going to be. Alright, so I think we want another silo because wintertime is approaching and we should have probably been on that in the past. Now, I don't know what ingredients they are besides like clay and stone probably, so I think it's like low amounts, like 100 blah blah blah, so that should be enough. We've got some copper bars, we'll figure it out when we get there. I noticed the most terrible thing. All four of these were not marinating the things. Oh, for sure. You know, I didn't even dare to dream of it, but I was just sitting there at work yesterday and someone was like, "Man, I am trying to get this shift tomorrow morning." And I was like, "Well, you could have mine." And yeah, it happened just like that, you know, like a daydream. I didn't have to, I didn't even really ask, like someone just volunteered. Does it even need to be attached to the buildings? Or is that just like me thinking that it should be? We'll put it there anyway. It probably doesn't need to be attached to the buildings. Wait, I'm like, wait, no, the whole point of this is that it's her birthday, and, oh no, I put the, why am I the way I am? So whenever I was organizing the inventory to put the stuff up, I left the peach because that's the only thing that I know that she likes so far, or loves rather, that's like in the biggest category, and I left it at home. There might be peaches here. Because my organization's bad. Nope, they're all inside. It's alright, we should be able to get there. Should. We'll give her a really good one. We'll give her the greatest peach. For her birthday, an iridescent peach. It will shimmer in the sun. I tried to give old Marnie a good birthday present the other day in the game, but I couldn't find her anywhere. I looked for her like 6 different times. Just goes to show, even when I try to be thoughtful, it doesn't work. Except the peach. Hey, we are best friends. We have reached a 10 heart friend level with someone. I didn't know we were getting along that well. Hooray! Now me and Robin are best friends. Huzzah! You know, she's a total bro. I'm glad she's appreciating all of our efforts to hand her things. And we'll let her get back to that silo working, or rather the drawing up the plans for it. Alright, what else do we want to do? Oh, Linus. Here, Linus, here's a fine mushroom. He likes that. And of course, emo kids love coffee. think everybody loves coffee. Do we know what Demetrius likes particularly? Is it any of the things we have? You know, we'll just give him coffee. Everybody likes coffee, right? No, we'll give him a mushroom. Do you want a mushroom? He says it's thoughtful. And silos don't have to be attached to anything. Word. We will we'll stick them off at some corner somewhere, some other time then. So I'm like, what else do we do here? None of these things. I need it to rain, because someone told me that the walleye can be caught in the rain, but it won't rain. And only in, like, the fall, or maybe the winter. But it won't rain. I need it to rain. Can I make it rain? Isn't there, like, a rain totem? I remember looking at it and thinking, I don't want to make that, that's expensive. Because I can make a bunch of totems, but I usually just wait till I find them. Do I already have a rain totem somewhere? Okay, no, I doubt I do. Hardwood, truffle oil, and 5 pine tar. Well, you know, that seems worth doing. I can make truffle oil. I've got truffles at home. And, yeah, alright, cool. We're just plying everyone with coffee. I've made tons of it, and I think everybody just sort of broadly likes it. And, you know, it's not as good as learning the specific things they like, but it's better than not giving them anything. Which is normally what I had been doing. But I never give Pam the coffee because she's, you know, she's always in the saloon where you can buy her favorite thing for merely 400 gold. I think we need to spend a day just cutting down trees. Yeah, let's do a little bit of that. After all, we're about to get into the winter. Are those two thoughts connected? They are. That might have messed with the synergies there, but maybe it'll be okay. This one I don't think is affecting them. I don't know the range of the trees affecting the mushroom yields, but you know, it doesn't last forever. If you just got the saplings around, it'll always end up being fine. Just a couple of trees will get you plenty of trees in no time, after all. They are prodigious. Speaking of, gonna cut down a bunch of this mahogany because, man, is it ever doing well. It turns out that if I just don't cut down the saplings, the whole hardwood forest sorts of grows itself. I made a pretty bad mistake early on whenever I kept planting the saplings next to my, or rather the mahogany seeds next to my fields. Because they look rather a lot like grass weeds, you know, whenever they're young, and I kept knocking them over. Hey, powder melon seeds. We'll need those soon enough. Or not need, that's not the right word. We will use them in the winter. Because we'll probably grow, you know, powder melons and the forage seeds, even though it's not, like, super important to the money. Just because, I mean, why not? Why not get it set up? And powder melons look pretty. And after all, if you start thinking about what you really need, then the game's already over. You don't need anything, you know. The land provides everything for you. Exactly. Like, and they look icy, you know, like they look like they would give you interesting powers if you ate one of them while you were Yoshi. They look like they would be like really, really tasty, you know. Ice melon. It's always funny when you hit a tree like twice and it falls over. You're like, oh, I must have axed that tree a few times before, huh? Can't wait to see what happens with the big hollow stump that I restored with 100 hardwood. That's a lot of hardwood. That should be like an interesting reward. I'm excited to see what that pans out into being. That might have messed things up some, but I think it'll be fine. I think just thinning out those saplings there will let more of them grow, and they'll probably grow like pretty quick. But if we end up getting a bad mushroom yield once or twice, that'll be acceptable. Ancient fruit or sweet gemberries? No. I've got an ancient seed somewhere. And I've got a couple handfuls of rare seeds, but I haven't planted them yet. I just unlocked the greenhouse a couple things ago, but I actually haven't planted anything there yet, you know. I know I got to get on that. I just, you know, I've been slacking. Infinite Diamond Creation Machine. During the night, Hinwin gave birth to a baby pig. It's a miracle! Alright, so now we need another pig name. But Hinwin's already best pig name. So, what do we name this one? Yes. That'd be fun. I was gonna call him Kato, but yours is good. Cato is Lucius Porcius Cato. So like the middle name there like just basically means pig in Latin, the famous pig. But yes. Piggleton 3. Yeah, a bunch of Roman names are really funny like that, where like either their family name means something like sort of embarrassing or their given name does. Like my favorite poet, Publius Ovidius Naso. Naso is like, you know, that would be like the name people called him, kind of. Naso means like nose, basically. So they just called him that because of his nose, and that's what people would call him. If you're like, oh, Publius Ovidius, they're like, oh, you mean the nose, you know, that kind of thing. Cicero, the very famous statesman, his thing was like he had a little notch in his nose that looked like an animal, like burrow type of thing, and so that's how he got his name. Like a lot of the names, sort of like fighter pilots, how they're given like embarrassing nicknames based on whatever. Like that was a lot of how Romans' names went back in the Republic, which I think is interesting. That's aged mead. That's the good stuff. Like, we could give it to friends if we wanted, I guess? I don't know. Really, like, I just unironically wanted to have, like, you know, a cool, like, artisanal wine cellar. I thought that would be fun. Like, I personally don't drink anymore, but I think if I was tremendously wealthy, I would still probably have a huge collection of it and then, like, look at it and nod sometimes. Have I ever played Skyrim? I have. I would say I have played Skyrim extensively. I do not know everything about Skyrim, but I have owned Skyrim on multiple different consoles. I don't even want to roughly estimate the amount of hours. I mean, more than 1,000, right? Perhaps considerably more. I've actually been thinking of streaming it recently. I was like, wouldn't that be fun? But it's like I wanna take off work for a couple of days and just stream Skyrim for like 40 hours. But, you know, unironically. Because, you know, like, everyone has their way of playing, and I think it'd be fun to show mine, you know, like, you know, bam, now we're out of Helgen Keep. You know, do I turn left or right? Who knows? You know, do I go across the river? Do I go into the witch's hut? Do I immediately go downstairs, steal the stuff, go up, and then shank her? It sure sounds like I do, but do I do it every time? Only in this video would it become clear. Do I instead turn sort of right, and then go down the hill into that mine, and go all through that? That sounds like a good plan too. Do you go left down the hill to go to the Standing Stones? That's a trap, I never go there. Don't believe it. Do I later go and, you know, teleport over with the cart to go to Riften to beat the guy in a fist fight to get the horse to go up to the Lordstone? Only if I'm playing on Legendary. Normally I play on, like, Heroic, because I think Heroic is a better balance. Also, it lets you play stuff that isn't Orc, because you're just playing it wrong if you don't play Orc on a high difficulty. But no, I love Skyrim. Good question. Glad you asked it. Oh no, tons of crops have grown. This day is gonna be just packed. And there's a letter! Well, it's a good thing that we didn't read it yet. Now we're immune to being pressured by whatever it could have inside. Time to change the game to the highest difficulty and for like 4 hours. Yep, that'll work. Well, the Greybeards are immortal on any difficulty rating, but the higher difficulty would, you know, give you more shots on them before they staggered, I suppose. So that makes sense. Be more efficient for time. I have a lot of humorous, efficient ways for leveling up in Skyrim. I played a large amount of Oblivion back in the day too, and my initial Oblivion play is, I think, perhaps the most interesting window into my terrible mind, because I will, like, in Oblivion I get out, I join the Mages Guild, and I go to all the Mages Guild, and I, like, take all the stuff that I can to sell, and then I buy the house in the Imperial City and a summon spell, and then I will spend, like, the next 12 hours leveling up on my own summons until I get to 100 endurance, and then, and only then, will I start playing the game. But in Skyrim, it's a little different than that. And I have been given a recipe for pumpkin soup. Her own grandmother's recipe. How flattering. Yeah, and for what? For, like, just for a few more... Because your endurance matters a lot. I don't know if you've played Oblivion extensively, but endurance, that's how you get your max HP per level. So the faster you get it to max, the more... Yeah, the faster you get your endurance to max, that's permanent HP for every level. So if you have like 100, say you get 10 every level, you know, and 90, you'd get 9 every level, whatever. So if you have like 40 endurance for 20 levels and you're only getting it up really slowly, then you would have like a huge amount less. It's not like now I got to 100 endurance, now we're capped. Like it was a permanent HP reduction from potential. Not that it mattered, but it mattered to me. You know, it mattered very much to me. And in Oblivion, you could only level up those. I don't want to get terribly into it because it's sort of complicated, but basically you had to be very specific with how you leveled up your stats, or it wasted them. So, like, to get to your max amount of endurance per level was like 5 endurance a level, so you would need 10 of the skills that contributed to it, but if you got 11 or 12 or 13, that was just wasted forever, that wasn't useful. But those were the skills that you had to go to every time to get it, so if you had a very regimented approach, you could max it, but otherwise you might end up, you know, playing in such a way that maybe you wouldn't even be able to, or you would do it like 15 or 20 levels later, which was fine, but I found unacceptable. Skyrim streamlined like all of that in what is a dramatically better leveling system, although, you know, less crunchy, but still very, very fun. No, I love Skyrim. I played Skyrim when it came out, and so I played it on like my roommate's 360, I played it on my own PC, I played it on whatever PlayStation it was on, and then I played it on a different PC, and then I got it on, like, my Switch. I love Skyrim. I thought it was wonderful. A lot of problems, like, not a perfect game, but a wonderful game, and sort of, like, what I would characterize as a great realization of the potential of games of that quality and ambition and scope. Like, there's a lot of times where you play a game and you're like, yes, this is like the realization of the dream, and Skyrim was very much that when it came out to me, and still to this day I think holds up super well, which is why I was thinking about playing it again. Oh, don't you say your mean things about the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out someday over the rainbow. As far as I know, they haven't even told us the name. Like 4 years ago, one of my friends like sent me a message on, you know, an internet messaging service thing, and they were like, hey, Elder Scrolls 6 announced. I was like, oh man, I got so excited, I was pumped, and then they were just lying to me. They were playing a little joke. They were having a little fun at my expense, but I was not amused. I was hurt and outraged. It was a scandal. I was like, how do you expect me, or indeed anyone, to trust you again? It's like, I hope you don't think that I'm gonna like go through my life and forget that you've done this to me. But, you know, there's there's a lot of video games that are, you know, coming soon. But as long as we get some of them someday, that's alright. She said she had a huge plate of wild mushrooms and eggs for breakfast today. She's still full. Alright, well, what kind of gifts do you like, Leah? Diamonds, espresso, coffee, mushrooms, maple. Well, if she likes yeah, we'll give her chanterelles, because that's even better than the stuff we know she does like. Do you want a pomegranate, Caroline? She does. Alright, what does Pierre like? We're trying to take a more robust approach to friendship here. Alright, so coffee and then sashimi, got it. How about some maple syrup, buddy? Exactly, Liam. Ooh, a gigantic diamond, that's okay. Well, sometimes they chew down on it. They're like, oh, yum, delicious, this is the best. Yeah, so do we plant a bunch of wheat for the end? Yeah. We'll just plant a bunch of wheat and then we can scythe it down for the end. He says, "Are you making any friends in the town?" Like, I guess not you, buddy. Well, he loves those things. I've never given him those. He likes these. How does he feel about honey? Did I give him, like, the really good honey? Yeah, I gave him fairy rose honey. I hope he likes it. It's worth, like, 1,000 gold. It's worth more than, it's more than I wanted it to be. Here's some coffee, kid. Jojo Mart, my enemy. Yeah, Abigail, she's just like, "Oh, delicious. I'm gonna literally chomp on this diamond. Nom, 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 nom." Alright, so we could read the Book of Stars, but we don't need all skills. We just need combat experience. Is it worth 8,000 for combat experience? Yeah. We want to get level 10 in it after all. But, you know, we're still level 9, but maybe that'll get us closer. We don't need fishing experience because just that. We'll buy Horse the Book. Just because I have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. And I forgot to go and check out the special prices yesterday because reasons. Alright, what do we need to do? We need to make a rain totem because I need to at least finish one more part of the community center. It's so embarrassing that I sold the sunfish. A lot of the things I did with the community center are embarrassing. Which I wouldn't make the mistake again if I play this game starting from the beginning again, which I very well might. Alright, yeah, see, that seems good. We got like 100 or whatever. Did we harvest anything over here? Blah. I don't really feel like planting the rest of these. I'm not going to worry about it. It's just wheat, right? So that's just like 350. We'll just sell them right back. I literally don't care. Yeah, we can get half price for them. Easy. No worries. It's like, yeah, no, those are just warp totems. And we want a rain totem, which is truffle oil and 5 pine tar. The pine tar should be in like the fridge or something silly, and we can make the truffle oil using our little chemistry set over here. Now, of course, it may not finish today, but it may, and if it doesn't, then we'll do it tomorrow. And although we have 100 coffees, we will perpetually need more. Nothing in the world is more important than getting all of the coffee that we have. Because after all, we don't need 1,000 beans to plant another coffee field. We could do without that many. We're keeping the pine resin in this fridge. Or pine tar? Yes, we were. Alright. I don't know how long the truffle oil takes. It might take like the whole day. It might not. Maybe it's like a 6-hour thing. If it is, then it might be ready in the morning. Ultimately not terribly important. We will put the ingredients right here. That way, when we forget what we were doing later, it won't inhibit our ability to retrieve our stuff. So we need to just grab some more kegs and The way to do that is this. Do I have more oak resin in here? Nope, do not. But we can go ahead and put these down in the shed. I hope you can move the shed while stuff is inside of the shed, because I don't know if I want the shed to be, like, right here forever. Alright, now... it's like, we're just gonna have to pull out the mouse there. There we go. We should get some light fixtures for the inside of the shed. We should make a fence. Alright. Because whether or not the fence was necessary, I liked it. You know, it had its little picturesque charms, such as they were. Yeah, and now they can, because after all, it's nice when you come out in the morning and they're sort of like corralled into a point so you can give them all their pets and whatnot, and they're not all just like running amok. It gives you the feeling of having a well-ordered place, even if you do not technically have one. Aha! The raccoon has moved in! Hello! My goodness. So we fixed the raccoon's house. Hungry, need fish. I don't have any fish with me. Alright, so we need smoked tuna and 5 mussels to give to the raccoon. Now I have a much more important goal than I've ever had before. The befriending of this raccoon. I don't think I have any mussels on me. I am muscleless. I cannot feed the raccoon, for I do not have what it desires. Yeah, I only have 1 mussel. And I think maybe not even any tuna at all. Alright, is the truffle oil finished? No, it is still truffling along. But it should be done tomorrow. I don't know how long it takes, but it's not that long. Decent. And pickled artichokes for 518. That's craziness. That's why they don't let you make them in the first year. Too good of a return. Alright, so we've gotten the truffle oil. And now we will make the rain totem. So a rain totem costs like 2,000 gold. Because truffle oil is like 1,500. Well, once you have your powered up light costs, truffle oil is like 1,500, and then it's 100 each for the other ones. So yeah, there we go. But here we are. Rain totem. Clouds gather in the distance. So hopefully it'll rain tomorrow, and we'll be able to catch the fish of our dreams. Speaking of the fish of our dreams, we'll want to head down to the beach and see if a lobster has emerged in our crab pots, for that is one of the goals. And speaking of goals, it's mushroom day and dried mushroom day. Time to become fabulously wealthy. I really should start growing things in the greenhouse, but I haven't. Oh man, we're about to have so much money. Again. No, we're about to spend 150k on the kitchen expansion, so that'll take us right back down to Earth. We're not even going to need any money for, like, anything, right? We've got our fruit trees, we've got our animal trees, we've got an expansion for practically everything in the whole house. No, I'm sure the game will come up with something we need money for. It's never failed to do that yet. Alright, have we gotten enough of the gold ones yet? Alright, so we just need to get, I think any gold star vegetables will do for this, so let's test that theory. So I know you gotta get the new ones, but that doesn't mean that what we donate has to be the new ones, and I happen to have a ton of junk in an old chest that I thought I would care about, but now realize that I don't. It really hurt when I realized that gold wasn't the greatest quality of produce, because I was like really proud of my gold that I had grown. And then like the first time I saw a purple star on an item, my heart just sank. I was like, oh, nothing I have done matters. What a fool. I mean, it was also a new thing to hope for, but so I don't know if you've seen this one. We're about to go look at it though. It was like I had this chest, and anytime I got anything that was like a gold star, like vegetable, my first like long time, I stopped doing it as much whenever I started growing more things. But like even when I needed money, like I was still just not doing it. I was like, I have to hold on to this. It'll show who I am as a farmer. The community center thing, where I saw that it wanted certain amounts of gold star vegetables, I think that damaged me, because I was like, they'll want me to do this with more stuff. I should hold on to everything to prove my worth. I mean, it's alright if people want them for, you know, for gifts or whatever, but But I've got a chest with just like dozens of flowers in it of various kinds, which I mean, sure, but I think we have enough coffee for right now, so, I mean, that's a terrible thing to say. We don't, but we'll just do that. And there's this pumpkin here. We can give it to Abigail if we see her. We know she loves those things. I was going to say we're about to leave, but no, we need to sell stuff first to get room in the inventory so that we can take all this junk to Pierre's. But yeah, this thing, we just had like all of these that we were saving like this whole time. Like here are my gold chanterelles. I guess I still had those in there. Even after I figured out that my mushroom generation would be so sufficient. Alright, yeah, so eggplant, corn, broccolis. But it was also like, oh, and then I can use them for energy later or whatever. But then I realized, you know, like as you level up and get more efficient and better tools and stuff, you don't run out of energy like you do in the beginning of the game. It's an interesting sort of approach to resource management. It's hard to do that well. I'd like to put coconut on a chain. Please deliver it sometime today. Yeah, I can do that. I don't know what it means, put it on a chain means, but good for you. They're having their aerobics class. All right, so... And there we go. So we got 25 of anything, but you have to you know, farm up 25 of that specific quality thing during the interval. So makes sense. Anything weird? No. Can we sell these directly to him? Yes. Probably could have given the cranberries to someone. Ultimately irrelevant. Is Abigail around? No. Do we want to just give everybody coffee? Yes, we want to just give everyone coffee. Of course, Robin doesn't need more gifts, but she's our friend, so, you know, we're not going to not give her gifts while we're giving everybody else them. Hello, Mayor. Would you like some coffee? Hello, Pierre. I've already given him enough. Sometimes you just got to jam coffee in people's faces until, you know, they accept your friendship. Or so it has been explained to me. But now let us check on the big board of work to do for the villagers for perhaps... Alright, so... Ectoplasm from ghosts. Yeah, we can do that. So let's just go to the mines. And maybe we can get that today. We're going to go to the 40 range because there are ghosts there eventually. And because there are mites for coal and we need a ton of that. Did I have anything else we need to do today? No, I don't think so. Also, once we get to 43, they'll play the best song in the game. I love the mines. They were so fun whenever I was like really resource limited and I first discovered them, and I was like, oh man, you mean I can have infinite stone? All I have to do is hit things, and then of course level 43 where the song plays. It's always level 43 if you teleport to 40. Or at least in my experience it has been. Of course the map is randomly generated, but someone is waiting for me on level 100 in the Skull Cavern. Well, I've only been to like level 30, so... Staircase flip, yeah, that lets you get like a free level down, right? It's like I can just mine like 10,000 stone and then get there like right away, right? Refined quartz right out of the box. Marvelous. Come on, where's the ghost? Like, that reminds me. Triple shot. Like, I've got thousands of coffee beans and like 500 coffees, and I forget to drink it all the time. A ghost! Give me your essence! That's not what I needed. I needed a special thing, and that was not them, right? Because that was solar essence. Yeah. Exceedingly rare and precious. Well, let's see if we can get one. Maybe it's like 50 and under, so I didn't need to go to 40. We'll figure it out. We've got a couple days to get it. I don't really get around old Rasmo very often, so we're not on particularly friendly terms. Although we're not enemies, you know. He's a bro. This song's awesome. I'm starting to believe that we're never going to get that item. I mean, that's fine. is one of those ones that it gives you a week to complete. So really, it's my fault for hoping that it would be finished in a day. Any food at all, it's true. Skyrim's like that too. Like, pardon me, Mr. Dragon, I wish to eat a wheel of cheese. Ghost, give me your essence. Coward! Alright, so we once again fail to get the plasm. Ooh. It's like, this looks weird. This area's infested. Also, it's greenish. Alright, well, you know, that could have went better. It's fine. We'll get home on time. That's what ultimately matters, right? You just don't want to pass out in the middle of the street. That's what ultimately matters. And we will go to sleep for the night, managing to lay down right at 1:30, as is tradition. And making just a ton of money again. Just, you know, just so much money. My goodness, so much money. And it better be raining when I wake up. Yes! The totem works! It works! Alright, and now I just need to fish all day until I get a walleye. It says night fishing, though. We're just gonna fish. We're gonna do some stuff around home, and then, like, I don't know when night fishing would be. It's in the night fishing bundle, so I guess at like noon we're gonna just start fishing places. You know, come to it, I don't know if it ever does rain in the fall organically. Maybe it's just sort of rare. I don't remember it happening very often, right? Not compared to spring or summer where it does happen a lot. What? I thought I literally just made that. Maybe that one was attached to the gate and I didn't break it with the rest of them. Probably that is what happened. Yeah. You know, it gets a little crowded in here with all these animals in the rain, but you know, at least it's not the winter, or they'll have to stay inside the whole time. Purple morels, awesome. Alright, so do we have any random trash? Oh, there's one slot there. Yeah, and I guess a lot of this is to fill up the other silo, which I didn't even think of, that we'll be wanting to do that as we can. Of course, we don't want to cut all the grass. Where does it all end, after all? Oh, right, the tea tree. It's the last week of the season, so the tea is there as well. Well, you know, we're going to need space in the inventory before we keep on doing all this. And then we'll just put up some stuff, and then it will soon be noon, and we will start fishing in various places and trying to catch a walleye. Because, yeah, we're done with everything. We're basically done with everything now, so... So let's get to fishing. We can bring the raccoon a fish. Maybe it's not the specific ones that he wanted, but, you know, we can try to bring him one. I think it's better to fish from the bottom of the lake, because it's easier to hit the place in the middle for the good fish, but There we go. First walleye catch. All right, so raining in the fall, maybe any time of day, certainly afternoon in this lake. And that's how to get one. All right, there we go. Now we can turn that in. And if only I hadn't gotten rid of my sunfish, I would be able to complete that section of the community center. But I did get rid of that part of the sunfish, so we can't. But I feel like we should just keep on catching walleye, you know, since I had to make the whole totem in order to do it. Like, I haven't even checked the value yet. I bet it's, like, not even that valuable of a fish, because it didn't seem like it was that hard fought, right? Like, if this is one, then we were able to make huge mistakes, avoid it for the chest, and then, well, no, that was a smallmouth, but... Fishing experience book, you know, that would have been good. Yeah, alright, so that is that. And now the only fish that we have left to catch is the sunfish. Which is pretty funny, but you know, what are you gonna do? I only learned yesterday that you could incompletely fill in stuff at the community center, like leave it in there and then walk away. I thought that you had to like do the turn in all at once. I'd never tried it any other way, but so I had the stuff that I needed to complete things in chests, and I ended up selling the sunfish, thinking that I would be able to go and just get more. Wrong. Wrong! So the sunfish, maybe not the single easiest fish, but one of the easiest fish to catch in the game, and that should be my very final fish to turn in for the aquarium section, so that'll be pretty funny. I plan to make 4 million a day using truffles. That is impressive. Yeah, I guess all we had to do was make this totem. Maybe this lake's the only place to catch the walleye, but maybe there's other places to catch it. Ultimately irrelevant. So all we had to do was walk right here and do that. Since we're in the neighborhood, we're gonna see if the wizard wants a book. Maybe he likes gifts of books. Like, hey buddy, do you wanna... Yeah. He didn't actually like it, did he? It was a normal gift. So here we'll just cut down some trees absent-mindedly because it's about to be the end of the season and it seems like the thing to do. Also, I need, like, just perpetually more wood, just always more. So I get just tons of wood, I can just turn it into coal casually throughout the days. So I need, you know, just more preservative barrels, just many, many more. Alright, so... Trying to think of what we'll do tomorrow in the game. I guess we can go to the Skull Cavern. Because I need to level up combat, and that'll be like my last thing to max out. We'll need to remember to bring the cherry bomb with us, of course. The cherry bombs, gotta have lots of them. Because really, you know, like, we've got tools that we need to get iridium for, like, once we do that, like, if we get a bunch of iridium sprinklers, that would make our, you know, irrigation even better. There's a lot of stuff I gotta do, though. We've got the greenhouse. Of course, once winter happens, we'll have less farming in the outside to do, and maybe we'll focus more on the greenhouse and stuff. Yeah, and this is, I have to master all 5 of the things, and then I can go in there. So, I remember seeing that a long, long time ago, but I guess, you know, that's what you gotta do. You gotta pay your dues, you gotta eat your mushrooms. And eventually we'll be able to walk into the door there and see what's inside. I have no idea. I have no idea what it is. I don't know what I expect. A secret note. It's written in Leah's handwriting. She wants salad, goat cheese, truffle, and wine. For dessert, she'd need a poppy seed muffin. And if she gets one of those things, she'd melt. Well, I happen to be able to give you goat cheese, truffles, and wine, Leah, so now I know that that's what she likes the best. Is that marked down? It should be. Yeah. Now we know. Well, that should be easy enough to achieve, since we are set up to make tons of those things. And I like Leah. I like Leah a lot. She's great. Personality-wise, she's probably one of my favorite villagers. Alright, so I know he wanted those other things, but will he accept a gift of Smalleth Bass? No, he will only take the mussels and smoked tuna. He is very picky. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddo. You're gonna have to make do with nothing instead. So, I'm like, where are the other ones? Did I get rid of the brim? Do I not have any brim anymore? Are you joking? Are they in the fridge or something? Please let them be in the fridge. I'm gonna lose my mind. Did I sell the brim? Well, okay. Um. Well, at least I think you can just catch the brim, like, casually, right? Yeah, like, all the time. We're just gonna go ahead and... and do that. We're gonna bring the poppy seed muffin with us in case Leah's around, and we'll hand it to her. That is so annoying. Happens to me all the time. Alright, I have way too much sap. We don't need to be keeping it in here because it's just clogging up spots. We'll deal with that truth later. For now, we'll hit the magma thing in there. Yeah, I got you your favorite. It was exactly what she wanted. I guess you could just buy a salad from him, and that's Leah's favorite too, so there's that. Alright, and then... So Shane loves pizza. We don't know what Clint loves, but we can just... So anytime we're here, right, if we just have the money, you can just be like, BAM! You hit everybody up with their favorite thing. Be like, hey, Willie, do you want some fish? I bet you do, you silly old guy. Hey, Clint, do you want a magma geode? He sighs. It just reminds him of work. It's already 11:40. We probably should just be running home already, but maybe this will be a brim, right? I don't know if you catch them in the rain. I know you can catch them in this river, though, because I've caught them in this river. There we go. I knew we weren't stymied by the brim. I knew I could catch the brim. If I already threw one into the community center and forgot about it, I'm going to be very accepting of this fact. It's not going to bother me at all. I'm just going to be like, oh, that's a thing. That's how it's going to go. All right, at least there's that. Huzzah! Now because we did put the riverfish bundle in, so all we have to do is the sunfish, and then we can finish off the whole aquarium. We get the glow ring for emitting a constant light. Does it stack? I don't think it stacks. Nope, it definitely does stack. Well, in that case, this is what we're wearing for town. This is dramatically better than all the other things. Being able to see slightly more around you is so much superior to the other alternatives. Alright. Feels actually awesome to get that bundle done. It feels so good. Do we just toss the walleye? I mean, probably, right? Do we want to save every single thing in this game? I mean, yes, but also no. You got to draw the line somewhere. You don't. You don't ever have to draw any lines. You could live your whole life without drawing a line. People do it. Dolomite? Dolomite? We'll have to take that to the museum. That's a new one for us in this game. Cryptic note. Yes, I remember. And the sunflowers are up. Fairy rose honey, by far the most lucrative of honeys. All the yams coming up today. Marvelous. The season comes upon its end. Everything has been going so well. Do they lay more eggs when they're happy, or am I just, like, super behind? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I thought we had enough mayonnaise machines, but now we can never catch up. We just need to come back in the middle of a day. Just in the middle of this day, and that'll be fine. Yeah, because that's just, what? Yeah, like 2 more cycles of them. We'll just try to remember to come back later on in the middle of this day, and we'll be fine. We'll give these animals their pets. Like, no, we didn't go to, the cheese-bearing animals by it, did we? No, we did not. Well, it'll be okay. We'll just run around and give a couple of gifts. See what's on the wall at Pierre's, maybe. I think we could do... Clint wants 35 copper ores. You know, we can just knock that out right now. Hey kid, you want some maple syrup? He says it's cool. Would you like a fine wild plum? You know, he's acting not that happy about it, but you can tell he's happy. And we need some copper, which we'll get randomly here, and we also need to hit ghosts for Rasmodius, which hopefully will also happen here. We should have gone to the Skull Cavern. It's what I had originally meant to do, but now I feel like it's too late in the day. No, I got distracted from my original goals. It's easy to have that happen. And now we're 3 levels below the teleport, and we can get the songs. I sure wish a ghost would show up. There we go. Come on now. You should just... Nope, no such ectoplasmic luck. I thought that was gonna be it, but it was not. Sure wish this iron ore were coal. It's an outrage when those mites don't give you any coal. Like, please, just give me the resources. Alright, the area's resources. It's run over with resources in the shape of slimes. Well, I do, after all, seek level 10 combat. Ah, a slime with a star! I've been given a sword. The Iron Edge. It's level 3. Garbage. I don't know who they're trying to fool. That slime could have got that gold hat anywhere. Sword like that. Ooh, a backpack. It could be full of anything, maybe even coal. Yeah, coal, the best. Oh, this song's so good. It's just agonizingly fun. I guess the second song that plays in this section of the mines each time, but I like it every time. I don't know if old Rasmodius is gonna get that ghost sauce this time. Maybe we'll get lucky. Because I am gonna just pop out. We're gonna give the Dwarven pal here an aquamarine. He really loves it, of course he does. And then we're just going to pop in 2 earlier levels at like 30 so that we can get the copper that we need for that quest for Clint. Not this 30, alright, maybe 35. I hate it when it's in the dark. 25, that's the same as 35. It's even better because it's not in the dark. Oh wait, no, that's right. They've got the buzzing bugs here. Let's go back to 30. Whatever. It's so dismal and dreary. Where are the enemies? Where is the point of being here? Where are the stairs down? Oh, well, here we go. Now I can see. There should be enough copper for the whole thing here. I knew all we would need is one open area. Maybe 2 open areas. Maybe slightly more. Here we go. I was like, we're gonna just walk out and then we're gonna see all the copper, and that's how it's gonna go. And that's exactly how it is gonna go. And how it went. There we go, and we're even gonna find a nice little coal repository, I mean minecart. And then we'll find him at the saloon, and he'll be so proud, and he'll look inside and he'll be like, wait, none of this is good. And I'll say, yeah, pay me. I can see it all. And then I'll walk around giving people inside of the saloon random items from my backpack. It'll be great. I'll be a huge hit. Everybody's gonna love me. You know, it occurs to me that I've never seen a dog inside of here. Was it the raccoon all along? Sometimes you can see the dog's eyes. Okay. Do you like jade? It's supposed to attract wealth, and who couldn't do with a few extra coins in the pocket? I'm glad that she appreciates the jade. Do you want this solar essence? He says no. He doesn't like it. And of course, Pam is quite easy to ply with favors. Does Clint like anything that we've got? I don't particularly like them, but hey, we gotta butter them up someday. Alright, so cheese, iron bars. How do you feel about refined quartz? I've already given him too many gifts. And I have given him too much. I'm gonna give the next person we see a pizza. And I bet they won't say I've given them too much. What are the old people doing? Oh, they're asleep. That makes sense. Is there anyone awake in this town, adventurous, who wants to eat a pizza? Wants to have a party eating some pizza? You think that raccoon wants to eat some pizza? It's not gonna work. I gave too many people pizza already. Each person that's leaving, I'm like, let me follow him. Let me see if I've given him a gift yet. But I have given them a gift yet. Spirit's Eve is tomorrow. I don't think that one requires any preparation. What do we do here? We make some stuff to free up space. It doesn't free up any space at all. We make some stuff because we need to make more stuff. That's just as good. We'll just pick all the common ones to get them working, you know. It's more important to get things out of my inventory at this point than it is to do anything else with them. And, you know, we're supposed to come to town at 10 p.m. tomorrow for the celebration. And we likely will. I try not to skip the events. I even tried not to skip the events before I was, you know, that engaged with the social life of the town. Not that I'm overly engaged now, but, you know, I try to engage in their traditions of gift giving. Try to remember their birthdays, you know, do all the things that I would absolutely not do in real life. I will say it's the most satisfying little swoopy sound when you pick things up out of the ground. It's important for a game to really nail sound design. You know, you don't want a repetitive sound that you're going to hear to be anything other than perfect. And the little "you're picking up a thing" sound is great. Just real nice. Mill the wheat to make some flour. Inventory space, none at all. Man, this is too much stuff. It's alright. It'll all be fine. We'll think about it some other day. The important thing of Stardew Valley is you never have to think about the future. You can if you want, but you don't have to. The game makes it okay to just chill. Delicious truffles. So many chanterelles. Delightful. Slate, I think that's a new one too. Yeah, Never even got slate for the museum. Well, we'll be able to solve that. Bye, Liam. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, the tea plant. I'm always forgetting that the tea tree is there. It's the last week. And that means that they'll be there. Oh, raisins, that's right, because the Hunamos love raisins particularly. We'll have to try and give them to them. Maybe that'll unlock a level of friendship and dialogue between our peoples. Oops, not those mushrooms. Those ones don't pickle for vast sums. These are the mushrooms that we need. Said to be the Hunamos' favorite food. Well, we're going to bring some to the community center and see if they will accept any. Like, wait, no, I was skipping something. If we make another round, then we might be able to solve a lot of our animal-related problems, right? Because it's already 3 p.m., so a lot of the earlier round will be done, and we can do like a whole other thing of mayonnaise. Yeah. Oh no, it's 8 eggs? Well, maybe we'll come back again tonight and put even more eggs in there. Yeah, I guess when they're happy, they just get totally out of control. Just laying eggs all over the place. Well, jolly good, I say. We're just gonna make a round around the town, and that's right, it's Friday, so maybe this lady is here and selling stuff. Yeah, she waved. She's still open. Alright, so she sells different stuff every week. I think it's random, but if she sells us on fish, then we can get that out of the way. If not, then we'll have to wait. good enough friends now to go into Marnie's room to offer her a nice cheese. Which I guess is just level 3. How to deal with overbearing people. Yeah, we're just like straight up in her house right now. Maybe she's off at the beach painting. Like, oh, I don't have the fairy rose on me anymore. It's fine. Whatever. So this is like the earlier crowd, I guess. Well, I've already given Leah too many gifts. Want a truffle, Mayor? You want a truffle, dude? He says the family will like it. Well, I sure hope so. He likes cheese. What about you, Elliot? You want some cheese? Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Want some cheese, Abigail? She does. Want some goat cheese? He hates goat cheese. That's like the good stuff. Like, that goat cheese worth like 800, and he's like, I don't want it. Well, sell it, bro. Like, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Want a brew, lady? She absolutely hates it. It's like, well, I didn't want to drink it. I didn't want it. Do you want a cheese, Clint? He doesn't care. I've already given people too many gifts. The relentless barrage of me just finding random trash and handing it to them was too much. We will walk into the community center with raisins above our head and see if that will induce the Hunamos to being impressed with our friendliness. We'll see. No, they're not impressed. They run away. Oh well. It's said to be the Hunamos' favorite food, but it won't actually let us give them to him. That's okay. After all, we wouldn't want to annoy the Hunamos by actually giving them their favorite thing. That would be terrible. Alright, so I sold those eggs. Maybe not ideal because we can make another round right now. But I think actually we're gonna end up with plenty of eggs left over, right? Right? Yeah. There we go. Finally getting through the backlog a little bit. Time to grab the fairy roses. We know we can give the fairy roses to Jazz, and that they're her favorite thing, basically. But of course, you can only give a villager 2 gifts a week or whatnot, but... It's always good to have an objective for your material in mind. What am I mean? What am I doing going to sleep for the night? We don't want to do that. We want to put our random stuff in here. Don't ask me why. It's just what we're doing. And we make, yep, like 40 grand. Yeah. 37. Amazing. 7.5 just on mayo and duck mayo. It's a couple days of it, but still, I mean, quite lucrative. I think the chickens start laying double eggs sometimes, maybe, whenever they really like you. Pumpkins coming in right on time, as we planned. Let's just go ahead and get that to the community center now so I don't forget about it and end up in a situation where I don't have pomegranates or something silly. I need the flour in the house. Yeah, need the flour in the house for complex cooking things. Like, no, we can just give her beers. Also, I think she's already gotten enough presents for the week. Oh, the festival's being set up, so I can't go into town. Sure, well, in that case... I'll just go to the desert and maybe die out there and not make it to the festival. No, we'll try to not stay too long and try to not die too much. We'll see how that works out. Okay, so here I can come to buy these stuff, and I can buy a cacti, and then we can just grow that inside of one of our places. That's cool. I need to plant some of those other ones too, but you know, we'll get around to it. He says ... Hey, how about I give you some, He doesn't want any wheat flour. Want a mushroom? She says thank you. I doubt she cares. A coconut. Does that person still want one? I don't think so. Much more coconuts fall down when you hit them. Alright, so you hit it one time and get a coconut? No, only sometimes. Alright, so you're never supposed to come here without explosives, so naturally I did. And we'll just see how much it bites us. We got a ruby here, so that's good. We're actually almost dead already. Yep, we're actually almost dead already. Man, they do a lot of damage when they're just sitting on top of you. sometimes these guys drop like iridescent ore. Sometimes they drop your health points down to 0. So we're just gonna hope for the good result this time. Got him trapped on the wall. You don't want to let him spread. You want to keep him against the ropes, as it were. If you let them spread and they get through you, then they can surround you, and then, of course, it's much, much harder to survive. Oh, no. Back away! How many hit points does this one have? Okay, we're almost dead. We need to run out. Yeah. It's like there's no point in staying. At least we got a tiny bit of iridium ore out of that. Yeah, we were just gonna die. A tactical retreat is best, especially when you consider that we had, like, you know... Oh, you can buy winter seeds here with spring seeds. Interesting. Well, that went okay. Enough iridium for almost 1 bar, and we didn't get knocked out all the way. Not because we would have won, but because we ran away. Bravely ran away. Do you like cactus fruit? She does not. But we'll put the turn-ins that we wanted to do in here, since we can't go to town right now. Like, all of those are just taking up space and have been this whole time. So what do we do while we're waiting? Go cut down more trees? I mean, probably, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, we don't need the mahogany here because we've got it growing on the other side. And while it's, you know, fun, it actually, you know, gets in the way of saying, hey, things are getting too far up this way. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fill these silos with hay or not. How much are these animals eating? Okay, but seriously, like, can I click on it and see what's in it? Oh, there are 480 possible pieces of hay. Got it. Well, at least now that we've cut down almost all of the grass on the farm, we're nearly there. And soon enough the festival will start, so we'll just wrap up a little bit of what we've got going on here and head on to it. Hey there, Jazz. Here's a fairy rose. Her favorite thing. Festival is being set up, so I guess still gotta wait. Ridiculous. So the totems don't need to be in here, and neither do those. The sprinklers is sort of reasonable. There's totems and stuff, they can go into like this weird box, you know, totems, building materials, seeds, etc., etc., etc. We'll just make another truffle oil, that way it'll be ready when we want one. Alright, now Spirit's Eve has begun in the town square. Well, I'm gonna let him wait a bit while I look at my basement. But here we are, at the mysterious Eve. I'm gonna buy one of the rare crows, because I actually really like that one. So I can make a jack-o'-lantern, we're gonna buy the recipe for it. Oh yeah, they have imported the zombies and mummies. Says he caught more monsters this year. They're real monsters, just don't touch. Oh, pitiful wretch, in what fetid grotto lies your kingdom? Indeed. Indeed, sir. This music's awesome. Did you know a study in the Journal of Anthropological Physiology found the cadence, tempo, and key of music can have a measurable impact on cortisol numbers? Clint says he already did the maze. It's an even larger maze than last year, he's heard. Hello, Leah. Ah, Rasmodius and Linus are talking up there. Interesting. I wonder what they're talking about. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we can't get up there. I don't know if we can get up there at all. We're just gonna have to wonder what they're speaking of. How you doing, Haley? She's looking for her sister. But she has run off. Are you in an OFT? Maybe I'm quite puzzled on this one too. Like so. He said, "This is my spot. You can't have my creepy graveyard." This is a lot mazier than last year's one, for sure. He says, "I think I hear a girl screaming. She needs my help!" Yes. Spring into action, brave boy. Am I, Sam? Oh no. It's like a Baba Yaga house. It's on chicken feet there. Like, how do we get over there exactly? So what's the point of that secret tunnel? It doesn't... I'm not smart enough to do this. Like, how is anyone ever expected to do this? Oh. A different secret tunnel through the mountain. No. No. Anyway, so I don't understand, I don't know. Oh, that time it just let me walk right through, got it. Sure. I guess what you had to do is sort of give up, and then we get one prize ticket. One prize ticket? Well, that was a nice little festival. We'll put the little witch there. That'll be good. Good witch to watch over us. But that's gonna do it for this night, and I think actually for the video, this would be a good time to stop. But alright, yeah, so thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed. And when we return, we'll play more Stardew Valley. It'll be almost to the very end of the season. We're on the last day right now. It's no one's birthday here at Fall of Year 2. We're getting pretty wealthy. You know, 250 grand in the bank. We've got our kegs and preservative jars working overtime. We've got our fine cheeses and wines steeping in the basement, gathering quality all the while. And before too long, it'll be time for the new season. But that will happen in the next video. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and perhaps I will see you there.